No, I'm here. I should be here. There should now be a part 4. Well, it's still not as bad as Simon's worst stream. At least I've actually been here. I'm not sure if anybody's here yet, but can you still hear me? Hello? Hello? You can't. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Do you have part 4? Okay, I'm really sorry, everybody. Thank you very, very much for the super chats, Gonzo and Mr. Hamilton. I really, really appreciate that. I wouldn't have donated to me after all this. Okay, I believe my wife is now in the correct. Are you on the right stream? Is it working? Okay. If anybody, what was I talking about? Oh yes, somebody said, "What's my favorite way of freaking people out as a blind person?" And the answer would be cooking in the dark. I lived with somebody called Jimbo many years ago, and I came home from the pub early, and I was cooking sausages and bacon in the kitchen in the dark. And he came in, walked into the kitchen, and he was like, "Ah, Dave, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm cooking." He's like, "You shouldn't cook in the dark." So I said, "Why?" And he realized then what he had said, and then he just said, "Because it's dangerous." And so yeah, that's doing anything in the dark seems to bother the sighted folk. I don't know why. Is Bingo playing? Is Bingo playing Minecraft? No, Bingo. No, Bingo doesn't play Minecraft often. He plays with my brother, when he visits. But Ted Zigan, what is Rowan like in person? I was like 11 years old at the time, but he seemed nice enough. He was happy for us to stand next to him and have a photo taken, and said hello and talked about his car. And my wife's I'm not gonna say that. Tanya White. Shall I answer that? Yeah. We covered your full-time job, and the wife is a trained chef, but does she currently works um in a school? Okay, it's a special school for children with mental health and behavioral difficulties. I didn't know how much I should say. I've just been ear updated. Snow Snake 666 again says, what piece of writing are you most proud of and wish more people would experience? I did a piece for Into the Shadows on vaccines that wasn't widely watched, which was disappointing because I researched that one really extensively. What else? I wish some more people had watched the first one that I ever did, actually. It's been out, I think, for nearly 3 years on side projects, and it was about the United States Air Force Thunderbirds. It was the second script I ever wrote, but the first one that came out onto the channel, and I think it's still under 40,000 views. But okay, are you on to the new stream? Okay, so we are out of questions. Does anybody have any further questions? If anybody's still here. To the Thunderbirds. Yeah, I'll put it in the description of this video. It's bad though. Actually, I don't know that I do want more people to watch it, but I will put it there. Red Mandroid says, longsword. Would I rather? Sorry, I keep forgetting to read the questions out. Would I rather fight another blind person with a pistol or a longsword? A longsword, for sure. Or is it fight another blind person who they have a pistol or a longsword? I'm going to assume that we both have the same. Among the cooler of the blind and visually impaired community, the long cane is often used for lightsaber duels. So I would feel more comfortable as a British person with a sword than a pistol. The Braille answer for not a ninja. No, I don't speak any other languages. And Braille, the letter representations are the same in other languages. They're just obviously spelt out in the way that you would spell the words for those languages. There is a second, like a shortcutted version, a cut down version of Braille called Grade 2, which has single character representations of the most commonly used. Sorry, I just thought I'd been cut off and dropped my mic in crossness. There is a it just looks like I just did a mic drop, so sorry about that.